we're doing a work talk on Friday together, and I haven't worked like this with you before. And I feel scared because it's an unfamiliar place and a place where like none of my stuff can kind of stick. Like I don't know how it goes. I don't know how to do it. And I'm really turned on about the topic because it's been alive for me in my relating space with you for a long time, but really in the last 3 years there's been shifts about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really happy to see the first time that you wrote the title, It Takes Two to Tangle. I had this reaction like, yes, this is so good. And will you say where that title came from and what that is for you?
Yeah. I was writing about going deeper and getting closer to my own pain that I had, about not generating money, not being able to find a way to deliver my value, not finding my way in the family, to provide in the family as a man, and this idea that I have of a man. And then it came to this world. It's a tangle, and what I could see in that was these webs, like spider webs, where for me it's so painful to make a move, to make any like whatever move it is like so much load in the brain or in the mind to make a move that it's like I want to grab a glass of water. Oh, wait, if I grab a glass of water, then I'm gonna get it dirty, and then she's gonna get upset, and then I'm gonna have to clean it, and then like it's like that's maybe another great example, but it's like all of these like lines that connect with each other, and this like small thing has like all of these consequences of ripples, and that's where the word tangle came, and then it came on like, oh, that rhymes with tango.
Mm.
So it came to this word, and yeah, this word enmeshment came after, because he was like, oh, it's the tangle and enmeshment, they're connected, they're similar. And that's when I saw that I'm in an enmeshed relationship. And although I have known this before, it was like it became like really painful. Like, this is what my pain is about. This is why I can't move. This is why I'm stuck. This is why I'm still not showing up in this space. First, it was something that I wanted to do, that I said, oh, this is my workout. Like, I was gonna like do it by myself. And then when I was about to post it, I cannot do this by myself. This is not my workout. It takes two to tangle. Like, I need my counterpart.
You got the message.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so it comes from my necessity of exploring this space of finding my voice in my relating space, finding my center in my connection with you, and discovering that from this place where I'm so scared of conflict, so scared of going into conflict, that I hold on to like anything that could create like slightest conflict. And in that process, I lose so much of myself, and I don't know how to be in conflict with you or with others. And right now with you.
Thank you. When you first asked me, I said yes, and I have my own idea of what enmeshment is, and it's like this, like the enmeshment puts the two energetic bodies, or the two emotional bodies, or even sometimes like there's this kind of like skewed lines of the physical body, like there's this like push in, that kind of web that you were talking about. And when I think of a relation that's not enmeshed, it's like a person is whole and complete and not letting another's energy go in or pulling their energy in beside another person who's whole and complete. And like from there, these two being side by side can kind of fly. Like, this is my experience of it. And when I thought, okay, I'll do a work talk with you on enmeshment, and okay, what is enmeshment? Like, I know what it means for me, but I don't know what it means in the dictionary. I don't know what it means for other people. I'm not sure. I haven't talked to other people about it so much. And so when I did some research, I was learning that this enmeshment, I mean, for you and I, it's really alive in this relation. And like that thing that you talked about, like not being able to be in conflict, not being able to say no, not being able to set a boundary, not being able to put something hard in the space is what creates this sort of shift in power dynamic. And when I was reading about that online, I was like, oh, I did this with my parents, like especially my dad. This is what I did to be able to live in my family house with my parents. And then when I look at my relating space with you, I see like, yeah, like it's a continuation of that kind of habit or pattern. So it's really, really interesting. And yeah, and there's one part that's so present, like me right now, who's in it, who's exploring it. Like, what is it? How does it go? How am I untangling it? How am I committed to keeping it tangled? What layers are doing what? Yeah, and also the part of like, where did I get this from? Where did I get this behavior from? Why do I have it? What's the purpose? Where is it coming from in my life? When I first met you, there were some really big things that happened and no clear distinction, definition, or boundary in my relating space with you. And so there was this very fast like merging into each other. And yeah, after becoming a mother 3 times with you, this was very painful because you were not doing what I thought you would do because I thought it was you. But I don't want to tell too much about it now because I want to tell that story more inside of the work talk, because it's the meat, it's the thing, it's the from the story is like the tools of what, like, how to play with that space, how to touch the tangle, and how to like move the tangle, and how to be with my partner. Like in the story, it's, in my last 2 years, not even last 2 years, my last 20 years with you is about like having that pattern of merging and meshing like that, not even knowing it, to a point that it was so painful that it's like I had to see it. And then how I was able to see it, how I was able to touch it and move little pieces of it, and how like today it's less tangled than it was. Like today I can say no to you. I couldn't say no to you 5 years ago. That's not something that would happen in my relating space with you.
Mm.
Anything else for you?
There is something that inside me that I can like touch and feel, and it's painful, and at the same time it's like my rock bottom, and it's my center, or this place of reference where I can find my voice, or I can find some meaning for my experience, where it's like I didn't have that before. And I'm looking into this space of It Takes Two to Tangle, and I'm excited to tangle with you.
Mm.